Hi, I'm Lori from the Environmental Nature Center, where our mission is to provide quality education through hands-on experience with nature. And there's no better way of doing that than in a biologically diverse, beautiful ecosystem like this. And to keep it biologically diverse, we like to occasionally plant some native plants. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you how to plant a native plant. I know you're thinking, I already know how to plant a plant, Lori, like hello, I've been around the world once or twice. But planting a native plant is a little bit different from planting a commercially available plant from the store. If you're planting somewhere like at the Nature Center on a day when there's lots of volunteers and lots of plants set out for you to plant, the very first thing you want to do, and this is really important, is actually make a mark where we've set the plant so that you know where you're going to dig the hole. And then set the plant off to the side because you want to get it out of the way. But you also want to keep an eye on the plant so that somebody over there doesn't think this is where the plant goes and then start digging here. In this case, we're going to be planting in an area that is already mulched. So what we need to do is move the mulch away from the planting area, as well as an area where we're going to put the soil that comes from the hole so that we don't end up mixing the mulch with the soil. When you're digging, you most likely will be using a spade shovel, but I prefer using a post hole digger. It makes a neater hole. When we're digging, we're going to go twice as deep as the plant needs to go in the ground, and then we're going to backfill it with some of the soil in order to add more air. Air is the best fertilizer for native plants. We don't have to add any artificial fertilizers at all because they're adapted to the native soil. The reason I like to have all the soil off to the side in one pile is because it's just literally easier to find when you go to put the soil back in. With this tool, I know I'm about done digging when I see that the bolts on the side are basically lined up to the ground. Okay, the hole is pretty deep now. If I stick my arm in, it looks like I'm being sucked into the earth. I'll just double check by putting the plant in, but I'm not going to let go because I will never get it out again. But you can see that it's definitely deep enough for the plant and at least another part of the plant. So I'm going to backfill it with the fresh, lovely soil that I took out of it. Remember, the best fertilizer for a native plant is just air in the soil so that the water can percolate through, and then it gives air pockets for the roots to grow into. Okay. Check it again. That's probably high enough, but I'm going to put a little bit more because when I put the water in, it's going to sink down a little bit. Top of the plant root ball will be about 1 inch above the ground, and I'll explain why later, but basically we're going to have a little berm so that the water is around the plant but not touching the stem, because that could rot out the stem. So I'm going to show you how to take the plant out of the pot. Some people will just grab the plant by the leaves and pull it out. Obviously not a good idea. You want to put your hand sort of around the stem, flip her over, push a little bit. If it's stuck, you can squeeze, but for the most part, as long as it's not root bound, you're good. We can recycle this later. Put your hand over the bottom of the root ball again so that you don't lose anything. This one's nice and tight, but they aren't always. Flip her over. You have the opportunity here to decide which side to display to the people who are coming by. Stick her in. There you go. You're going to put the soil back around loosely into the hole without getting any of the mulch in. And you're not going to squish it down with your hands because that compresses the roots. You're just going to stick your fingers in like this to kind of tuck it into bed like. Okay. And don't forget to stay hydrated. So in the process of planting the plant a little bit above the ground, we've given it some height above where the water will be so the water's not touching the stems of the plant. So we want to just make sure that mound is there and that the circle around it is lower, and sort of create a little bit of an edge to retain the water so that it percolates down onto the roots. Before we fill it with water, I'm just going to sort of nicely put the mulch back. It doesn't have to go in this order, but it helps you to visually see the circle. And now the final step, we give our baby plants some water. You always want to water your plants early in the morning and not the heat of day if possible, but I get that sometimes that's not possible. Never ever get the leaves of the plants wet when you water it either. So we're gonna just go slowly and attempt not to touch the leaves so much, just get it in a little donut circle around the plant. I know you're wondering about the mulch. Is she going to put it back up against the plant? Eventually, we will move the mulch closer to the plant, but we're going to still keep it farther away from the stem so that the moisture from the mulch doesn't get the stem all rotted out. For now, though, I want to leave the hole where we move the mulch really visible, so that way when we go to water the plant to help it get established, we can see where it is and it doesn't get lost in the landscape. Thank you for watching. I hope I've encouraged you to plant native plants in your yard. Native plants are beautiful, they help you save water, and they provide important habitat for native animals. If you'd like to learn more about native plants, or if you'd like to come volunteer here at the Environmental Nature Center or the ENC Nature Preschool, check out our website. There's a volunteer page that'll tell you everything you need to know.